Hey guys, welcome to the keyword research module. So what I basically did was I went to my Amazon, sales records and looked at stuff that I sold on Black Friday, even without promoting them actually. And then I found two uh, things that sounded interesting. So one of the terms that I selected was flip video cameras and the other one was kids karaoke machines. So I'm gonna explain. I typically use Micro Niche Finder from James J. Jones for my keyword research, but I know some of you guys starting off will not have this, just like I didn't have it at the beginning. So I'm gonna explain the second keyword, kids karaoke machines, using only Google AdWords, right? How I do my keyword research. And then I'm gonna explain flip video cameras using Micro Niche Finder so that everybody, regardless of whether you have these paid tools or not, you get to know what I do. Okay, I mean, if you have Market Samurai, it's basically the same principles. I have used Market Samurai in the past, but I don't anymore simply because I think it's uh, too much is too much, right? Okay, so so the first keyword was flip video cameras that I selected, and then I did a search on Google with SEO Quake turned on. I hope you know it. It's a free Firefox plugin. So this is obviously on Firefox that I'm doing the search, right? And then so the very first the keyword that I tried, flip video cameras, is not good. Because I say that because the number one site is an authority site. It's got like 500 plus pages indexed, and then 70,000 domains to the links to the domain, and a PR of 7. But that probably wouldn't have mattered as long as if we were able to get the exact match domain, right? But we are not. It's already gone, so it's probably not wasting our time with this. And another reason is that you can see that it's got all four of the results, top first four results are from the same domain. So you don't get any more of the double indented results that we used to have in the past on Google, but instead you don't have the indentation, but as if you are like number 10, it pulls you up. It basically pulls you up if you have the same domain at the top. Actually, until like 3 weeks ago, I used to uh, get I used I actually I mean I exploited the situation with ezine articles and article. I mean I only had one ezine article like that. There was another ezine article which was like number one or two for a very competitive term, and I brought my ezine article to number 10 basically. So basically, and the moment I become number 10, it pulls my site right to the top and I become number 2. So I was fluctuating between number 2 and number 11. I never went through number 10, 9, 8, 7. The moment I become number 10, the top easy article pulls me up. So I was uh, between dancing between number 2 and number 11. Hope that makes sense. So that's another reason why I don't want to try this keyword, because I'd be probably stuck at number 5 and I'd not be able to penetrate this unless I get number 1 position, which is going to be pretty difficult, and it's probably not worth the time, and it's not a a hyper searched key phrase, so it's probably not worth the effort. So I do give up on this particular keyword, but that doesn't mean I give up on that niche. So I go to micro niche finder, and then I plug in the keyword, and then I get my results. Then I do a sort. I sort on local search count, and I go through them, especially if you're starting out, you know, especially if you're starting out, you don't want to target one of these hyper competitive phrases simply because, you keep trying and you won't even make, past, third or fourth page and you give up, right? So what you want to do at first, like I did, is, you know, pick a relatively uh, low competitive keyword, and then, once you get a number one position with whatever it is, even a extremely low competitive keyword, you get this confidence boost, you get this feeling, okay, I can do it, you know on my way. Okay, might have been a really low competitive keyword, but i was I was able to beat, authority sites. I was able to beat sites with 50,000 backlinks. I was able to beat sites with page ranks of 7 or 8, right? So you get that confidence. So that's why I always would advise you to start with a relatively low competitive keyword to start if you are a beginner, just so that you get that sense of confidence, which is really, really important. Although it might not be uh, um, investment with a, a lot of ROI, return on investment may be poor. But I mean, if you get the number one ranking, even if it doesn't make you a lot of money, you might be able to, flip it for, several hundred dollars. By the way, I have never flipped a website, so I'm not authorized to advise anybody on that. Okay, so anyway, let's see how long this video is. 7 minutes. Okay, let's go for like another minute or so, and I'm gonna cut the video. Okay, so basically, so once I so select. Typically, I personally would go for. Now I go for keywords with competition as much as 12,000 searches. Not, sorry, not competition. I go for phrases with searches as so these are exact searches, not broad or phrase, as much as 12,000. And I also did one like 18,000, but I don't know if where I am. I don't think I'm even in the top 10 pages for that one. So anyway, so I typically go for like 5,000, right? Anything above 3,000. So today I selected like, I don't know, 7 keywords. So this is 5,000, and this was okay. So these are not exactly flip video cameras, but I found these really interesting. Underwater video camera, waterproof video camera. I'm sure if we keep digging, I'm gonna get good, find some golden nuggets with this. So I selected those, and then HD video camera reviews, flip video HD, um, video cameras for sale, flip video camcorder, and so on. So these were relatively low searches, uh, uh, but as long as you can get to the top of Google's first page, and you can make $300 a month. That's what you need. So once I've selected my keywords, I'm going to ask Microniche Finder to look for domain availability, match domain availability, phrase count, which is basically like the competing pages or relevant pages. People call this the competition. It's not exactly correct, but it's kind of competition. It's like the number of pages that Google think are relevant to this particular phrase, and then this thing called the strength of competition. I honestly don't know what this is. I think it takes into consideration like all in title, all in URL, blah blah blah. You can always look it up. Okay, so I'm gonna getting close to 10 minutes. So I'm gonna stop this video now, and I'm gonna start a fresh video. Thank you.